Weather watch alert meteorologist Topper Shut. You know what? We're looking at storms weakening now, and the flood watch has been trimmed. But we want to talk about why we issued the weather watch alert today anyway in the first place, and talk about what's left of these storms. So this is pretty good news. Look at the radar. So notice there's nothing building back to the west, and all the activity in terms of the yellows and the reds are now moving across southern Maryland, Calvert County, and then into the Bay. So that's good. There is one little heavy cell that just won't move in portions of Prince George's County. We've been seeing that one. But for the most part, we're looking at an improved situation. We were a little concerned this afternoon with the flooding around the district and into Prince George's County. We still have these aerial flood warnings for parts of Montgomery County and Fairfax. Not a huge problem, but we'll kind of zoom in here. And one storm that in particular that's kind of caught my eye over the last just little bit, really. I mean, it's just been the last, I'd say, half an hour, maybe 30 minutes or so, is this storm over here toward Bowie. And if you're going out 50, it's still heavy rainfall. Rainfall rates are still 1 to 2 inches per hour. But the good news is the area that is circled here, that is the flood warning. There's no more rain or showers, so there's no more insult to injury. There's still some ongoing flooding, though. This is what we're kind of concerned about, though, out toward Bowie, out 50, and eventually toward the airport. We'll try Magic Track again. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, there it is. Oh, went away on me. Come back. So let's talk about this. Let's kind of move a little bit with this storm. And it's not severe, but it is heavy. And so we're going to watch this. It's kind of grown a little bit in intensity. I mean, it's pretty good rain down toward 301 Queen Anne, up toward Bowie. That red there is rainfall just about an inch an hour, not quite an inch an hour. And it's just drifting really slowly off to the east. So we'll see if they issue a flood warning on this storm. Right now it is just heavy and just not really great to drive 50 as you head toward Bowie and eventually toward Annapolis. All right, let's talk about things to the south, because things to the south, we also were looking at some big storms into southern Maryland. Now, the good news is they've kind of moved across the bay. There's still moderate rainfall, though, down Route 2, down toward Deal and Shady Side and down toward North Beach. But just a half an hour ago, this was pretty much solid red, with rainfall rates 1 to 2 inches per hour. And at one point, the Weather Service did issue a severe thunderstorm warning for this storm. And we do have reports now in Calvert County and Huntingtown, some trees down on the 1600 block of Stone Drive. So these were severe. Right now, they're just heavy at this point. So all in all, we have pretty good news. Pretty good news to report, I think. I think we're in pretty good shape here. So I think your Friday night plans were pretty much nixed. All right, so how much rainfall fell in this area? About 1.5 inches, and that fell in about 45 minutes. That's in the green. And the blue here is about 1 inch. So pretty good downpours, northeast D.C. and parts of Prince George's County. And so some good news. The flood watch has been essentially taken to the south of us. Only folks that it includes now is our friends in southern Maryland, Charles County, Calvert, and St. Mary's, and also Spotsylvania County down into the northern neck. And my hunch is they'll probably trim this back before 11 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock now. Maybe by 10 o'clock it will be gone. So that's the best news we have for you. Remember, the entire DMV was under a flood watch for today. It goes until 11 o'clock still. So here's Futurecast. And this is, 9:30 tonight. It still has a couple of light showers around, but nothing crazy and certainly not much coverage in the showers. And even by 10:30, some breaks in the clouds. Remember, that dark gray is our new base map color, so that means clear, and then the white are the clouds. So even some breaks in the clouds, which means some fog is possible again late tonight. And Futurecast trying to hang on to a couple of storms up to the north and west, Hagerstown, Frederick, and maybe even down toward Martinsburg. But nothing crazy heavy. Even by 11 o'clock, still around Hagerstown and Martinsburg. After midnight, generally just clouds and tropical. Another tropical night. Lows in the 70s tonight. Now, we'll take you into Saturday. This is Saturday at 7 p.m. Yes, some more showers and storms are possible, but I got to tell you, 80-90% of the day is going to be fine. It's going to be humid, not crazy hot. So it's going to be an August day here in the metro. And so you can get stuff done in the morning, get stuff done in the early afternoon. But yeah, by the time 4, 5, 6 o'clock rolls around, yes, be prepared for a round of showers and storms. And then by Sunday, 7:30, fewer storms on Sunday. So we're going to say afternoon storms on Saturday, just isolated storms on Sunday. Toasty. I mean, even at 7:30, it's 89. That is not a heat index. That's an actual temp. We're looking at low to mid 90s on Sunday and Monday. And just some light showers, okay? So basically a pretty typical weekend in the metro, and certainly a weekend you can do stuff outside. Just do it kind of earlier. Okay, so let's talk about our weather watch alert. We did this yesterday for today. Heavy downpours, moderate, hail low. We did have some reports of one report of hail. Tornadoes, we kept it on the table, but never really was a real possibility. And then damaging winds, moderate as well. So the impacts tonight, well, we saw it. I mean, we saw flooding. We saw some wind damage. We have just very few power outages, but a couple. Then, of course, the outside plans, that was what we were kind of concerned about because, you know, it's Friday night. You want to get out, you want to grill, you want to go to a rooftop, and that pretty much was not happening. So let's talk about why and what is a weather watch alert. So we'll issue a weather watch alert when one or all of these three criteria are satisfied. So life-threatening weather, okay. You may have to change your plans, so it may not be a huge event, but it may affect your plans on Friday night or Saturday night. And then it may be a dynamic situation, and that means just check back with us frequently. And we say that because, you know, remember, we get a lot of computer runs per day, and especially if we're tracking what we call micro-scale, small-scale weather events, like thunderstorms, it can change. The timing can change, and the exact location can change. So how did we do? Well, in this case, we were 3 for 3. We had life-threatening weather. We had flooding. We had folks had to make plans, change their plans, go inside instead of stay outside. And it was a dynamic situation. So it was good to check back with Chester in the morning and then Mary and Caitlin and me because it does change rather quickly. Okay, so are we going to see any relief of the temps? Yes. After they go up a little bit, though. We're talking low to mid-90s on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, but then not quite 90 on Wednesday, upper 80s Thursday. Then finally a cold front goes through. We've had all these storms. It's not just been a cold front. It's been a trough of low pressure that goes through, kicks off the showers and storms, and doesn't really change the air mass. Well, this one's going to change the air mass late next week. Friday and Saturday and Sunday look fantastic. High temperatures in the mid-80s and low humidity. And comfortable at night. Lows in the 60s downtown instead of the 70s. And we inch back up to 87 next Monday. So here's the weekend. Yes, some afternoon storms tomorrow, 89. And then, but just isolated storms on Sunday. I don't really see many problems on Sunday. I mean, if you want to kind of stretch your weekend and try to do stuff in the afternoon, I would pick Sunday as opposed to Saturday. But in the mornings through early afternoon, you're fine both days. So let's review a little bit. So we're not issuing a weather watch alert for Saturday or for Sunday. We're going to have some storms on Saturday. We'll have isolated storms on Monday. We'll have Sunday have isolated storms on Monday. So right now we do not have any weather watch alerts. That can change, especially if those storms develop around the rush hour on Monday. So here we go. Near 90 on Saturday. I think some areas will hit 90, but we'll say 89. 93 on Sunday, again, isolated storms, and then 95 on Monday. Isolated storms. Tuesday's pretty toasty. 94 on Tuesday, scattered storms. Good chance for storms on Wednesday. That's a cold front trying to roll through, and then the cool air finally moves in on Friday with temperatures around 85. Thursday will be okay, but there's still a chance of some isolated storms. So let's go back to radar for a second. And again, all the activity pushing off to the east, that is great, except for that little storm in Prince George's County. That thing just will not move. Here are the aerial flood warnings, okay? There's no flash flood warnings in effect right now, but this is still in effect in northeast parts of D.C. and also Prince George's County until 11 o'clock. So that's good. And I think we'll probably see this flood watch, probably see it canceled or even trimmed back farther as we get into 10 o'clock hour. Go back to this storm again. This is a pretty big storm in Prince George's County. And again, it's not severe, but I tell you what, you've got to kind of pay attention to it because it has rainfall rates right now about 1 inch to 1.25 inches per hour. We can get Magic Track to work here. It's going to be just fantastic. Okay, don't anybody move. Don't breathe. Okay, now we go into this. Okay, so here we go. We're going to slide this over. So if you're going out 50, just kind of a mess. Also Bowie as well and down toward Queen Anne. We're looking at rainfall rates. Now it looks like it's just under 1 inch per hour. So that's actually pretty good news. And it's not severe, but it still could cause some ponding on the road. So even if you're traveling this way and don't find anything disastrous in terms of flooding, you could have some ponding on the roads and still could be kind of slippery. So that's good news. But the best news of all is the fact that we're looking at nothing building back to the west of us, okay? All the activity is sliding across the east. And once we get rid of this storm in Prince George's County, through Anne Arundel, and then over the bay, we're going to be in pretty good shape. So that's the best news. A tropical night, yes, but the best news is flood watch is trimmed back. And right now, we're not issuing a weather watch alert for Saturday or for Sunday. We'll have some war updates for you tonight at 11, some damage, some possible house struck by lightning. It was a fire. We'll talk about that. And we'll talk more about the storms over the weekend. We'll have new computer information for you. So you should check back with us. That's it for now. I'm meteorologist Topper Shutt.